Okay, we're going to do video then.
What about?
Tell me, what I'm watching. Hmm? Okay, what are we going to talk about? No, come on, I just want to
Talk
start.
about children and stress
Okay.
and anxiety they can cause and what's the
I
root
want to
cause.
start it. Actually, it's the truth. I want to start this YouTube.
Yeah, but
Make a
I'm
video.
not one to do it now. I'm doing it
But
now.
I don't know what to speak.
But you just need to make a script. You need to make a plan. Anything you do, you need a plan. Is basically. When you say a plan, you need to have a plan. What's the content going to be like, really? What's the opening bit going to be about? What's the second bit going to be about? Like we're doing an essay, Liz. That's a plan. Honestly.
Okay. But when I was doing essays, it's completely different.
No, it's the same thing.
Because it's going on research and
Yeah, exactly.
found references,
Yeah,
it's so
exactly.
different.
Exactly. It's all the
Okay.
same. You'd have references, that's the only thing. But you should have a plan.
Okay, how about if I talk my life? About my life.
But you need a plan still to say about it. You can't just talk about it from start.
So when
to
you
end.
say plan,
You've
you
got to
mean I
say-
just need to write it down?
No, the headlines, like a plan. How do you do an essay plan?
When I'm doing the essay plan, I
You
need
say
to
you're gonna do
think
this-
what I'm going to talk about
Yeah, exactly.
and also
No, I see.
introduce
You're
the
getting
subject.
You're getting answers now.
Okay, so now I got no idea.
So you introduce the subject. How far back do you want to go in your life?
I just want to talk about my life and
No, but how far back do you want to go?
what do you mean when you say
5 years old, 10 years old, 16, 20, 21, 30. You've got to determine that. And what's the key things in your life that you think that you want to talk about?
now maybe present time?
So you want to
Do
talk
you
about
think
things-
it's worth to talk past time?
if it influences present time, yes.
Okay. My childhood was rubbish.
No, but you can't
Do you
just say
think
it's
I can?
rubbish.
Yeah.
You've got to say key. Okay, it's rubbish. You've got to say key things about why it's rubbish.
Because I grew up in we had no food, we had no money to buy food, we live in poverty, we live in poor condition, and
So you give examples.
how that can help a society then? Me talking about grew up in a poor life.
No, but it just says how you come through whatever to get to where you are today. So it's an important point. But you just don't dwell on it. You just say a couple examples. Like one day I had no food, we had this, we had that, we had to eat this, had to eat that. Well, you know what I mean? Or we didn't have food for 3 days. I didn't have clothes, things like that as well. You know, them sort of things you cover in there as well. Then you play it forward. But then you also got to say, despite that, there were some good times. I remember this happy time when I had this, I had that.
Oh.
But what you got to do is you got to take a bit of paper and say early years and say between this age that age and put down some negative and positive. Okay, then balance it up.
Okay.
And we got to talk. This is true. You think I'm talking rubbish?
That is real.
But it's true. You got to do it.
Okay.
Because you can't just go da-da-da-da-da-da. You got to plan what you say. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4. Chapter 1 is between this year and that year. Chapter 2 is between this year and that year. Positive, negative, and balance it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Exactly. And then
Okay.
what you've got to do is, when you balance it up, it's lessons learned. What was the positive and what was the conclusion? How did I come out? I come out stronger, whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay. Do you think it's a good idea? Yeah. Hello, hi everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So I was asking my husband what I can say because I wanted to share my life with other people who maybe went through the same circumstance, but I actually didn't know where to start. So I was asking him what I can say, where to start, and sometimes you feel ashamed to share your life with others because you feel bad, you don't want people to judge you, you don't want people to know much about you, because sometimes it's listened to certain people, but other times is people, they judge you, so but I personally, I don't mind it to be judged because this is the reality, is a normal life. So my name is Liz. I am a mother of 6 children and I'm full-time education. So I live in UK. I'm originally from Burundi, and I would love to share with you my life, my personal life. So now my husband is back, so he's asking me now where he can sit. You can sit here. So now, okay, so this is my life. Do you want to ask me a question?
No, just tell me about your life and ask questions as you go through.
Okay, so when I was 5 years old.
What year was that?
That was 1994.
Okay, 1994, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And?
No. You said, I'm telling you, you asked me the question, yeah?
I asked you the year, you told me the
1994. So I went through hard time because I remember.
Where was that? And where was you?
Oh, I grew up in a village.
What's that village?
I am originally from a village. I grew up in a village.
What was the village called?
Oh yeah, I grew up in a village called Musagara. Can you pronounce that?
Musagara.
Oh yes.
And where's Musagara? North, south, east, west?
Oh, basically it's about 40 kilometers from Bujumbura.
But
Bujumbura is the capital of Burundi.
But look at
I know not many people know Burundi.
5 years old. Is that your earliest memory?
Yes, it's all I can remember.
And was anything triggered that? Because remember at that time there, 94 was when the genocide was happening.
Oh yes. Basically, the reason I remember this is because we went through a lot. So if you know, 1994 between Burundi and Rwanda, we had a terrible time, an unpleasant time, where many people lost their lives, lost their family, friends. It was no good. So I think probably that is the reason I remember when I was 5 years old.
Bad memories or good memories?
Yes, but yeah, bad things always, you remember that. Yeah, so basically, I remember we were struggling, no food. We moved from one house to another house, try look for the safety place. And
what do you say, safety place?
Basically, safety place, I mean like where you are hiding from a killer. Yeah. So yeah, it was a very hard time. So anything else you want to ask me?
That's fine.
So another things, it was very hard to find food.
Who was in your family then?
Oh, it was me, my 4 brothers.
Are they older?
And unfortunately, because of the war, no medical, things was really hard. Things, you can imagine when there is a war, most of hospital is overcrowded, So unfortunately, I lost my sister. So now I got no sister. So she died when she was 4 years old. She had diarrhea because of the bad condition where we were in the camp.
Well, like cholera?
Yes, cholera, yeah. So basically,
dehydrates somebody.
She had diarrhea. The hospital was overcrowded. Was no way to access the medical that time. So that is how she died. That is how I lost my sister. I think obviously that is the main reason I cannot remember. I cannot forget this year, 1994, because there's too many things happen in my life. My life was changed in a bad way because losing a sister, only sister, is something hard, and she was very close to me. She was only 1 year a gap between me and her. And I still remember, you know what? I still remember her face. And I still remember, the way she was look like, I still remember exactly.
So that's like a photo of things on your mind?
Yeah. Yeah.
And how many brothers you had?
I got 4 brothers, and
how old are they compared to you?
Oh, I was after me was the youngest boy, so I was 5. I had the sister 4-year-old, and I had a brother 2-year-old. So one
Would
thing.
your brother remember anything of that age? Would he?
No, I don't think I remember anything. So I remember.
And how old are your older brothers?
They were around the 8, 10, and 14, I think.
14, so it's quite
Or
a age
15.
gap then.
Yeah. So basically, I remember my mom. She tried to take her to hospital, by the time she arrived at the hospital, that obviously was too late.
Yeah.
And I couldn't go with her because, you know, she told me it's very dangerous. You know, even herself, she wasn't aware she's going to reach the hospital, because from where we are, you know, we are like a group of people, like a camp.
Yeah.
The distance from camp to hospital was a dangerous place. So she didn't allow me to come with her because she didn't even herself think she's going to arrive safely in hospital.
A lot of people died, not just because of the murder.
Not even the war, just
the
the cholera as well.
Because of diseases,
Yeah.
cholera, typhoid.
Yeah. So most parents, they lost the kids.
Because of sanitation.
Yes. So basically, I remember my mom, she come back I was jumping up and down. I say, where is her? Where is her? Because usually, you know, in the village, the kids, they walk behind the parents.
Yeah.
So I was thinking she's just behind my mom. She's coming.
Wasn't.
No, she wasn't. Then I keep on asking my mom, oh, where is her? Look, I could look behind her, say, oh, is she there? I couldn't see her.
And she
But then you know, you can feel when something happened. So my mama couldn't tell me because you know, it's very difficult to say your sister, she passed away.
Plus she's got to deal with emotions.
Exactly. So, and you know, she was only a sister I have got, and also it was very, very hard time. So yeah, she just you know, eventually she told me, sorry, your sister, she died, she's gone. It was very hard for me to accept she's gone, because I had, you know,
a playmate.
I had no one to play with. She was only 1 year behind, and she was big, more than me, so you couldn't guess she's my younger sister. She was like we are twins because we are the same height, you know. Yeah, she grew up so quickly, more than me. So it was really something I cannot forget in my entire life. Yeah. So yeah, any other question you want to ask me?
No, so that's really the negative part. Any happy memories there at all?
Oh, in that age, 1994, I don't really have any happy memory because I was, you know, funny with.
How long did this war last for after that then?
That war actually lasted until 1995, 1996 was still bad things I can remember, which I don't want to tell you everything because it's not great, but it was no good. So yeah, life moved on.
So back then, no kids were going to school or anything like that, were they? Or?
No, it was a war. It was you know, all schools closed. Some schools was burned out, so it was no.
So maybe was UN around there at all? United Nations? Or?
Yeah, the UN, but obviously
there's limits of what they can do.
It's a limitation what they can do. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that is bad memory I have got today, and yeah. Is any other question you have got?
No, so that's up to 5 years old, 1984. And what's the next chapter you're going to jump to or go to now?
Okay, so the next chapter is maybe from 5 years old. So things started to change a little bit when I was 7, because obviously the war was not stopped, it was reduced. So it was no severe civil war is how you say. You know, yeah, I'm trying to say when the war is very bad.
Yeah.
So
there's the fighting and the disruption amongst people.
Okay.
Has stopped really, yeah.
Yes.
Or petered down, yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely, yes. So from 7 years old, and the things start to get a little bit better. Not great as you know, but I was so glad at least you know went back to school. And however, when there is a war, there is the impact as well on a society. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm just using my phone, and the battery is about to run out. And thank you very much for listening to my story. I would appreciate if you can subscribe and leave a comment. If you had a story like mine, I would love to hear that.
And
because
the next chapter as well.
Oh yes. So basically, my next personal life.
Chapter in life.
Chapter. It's what you say.
Yeah, chapter in life.
Chapter in life.
Next episode.
Okay, next episode is again continuous of my life from 7 years until today, when I am a mother of 6
So
children.
would you say these experiences when you're younger strengthen the person you are today then?
Oh yes. So basically,
Bit
you
back
can
to that,
understand it from 7 years old until today, 2023, from 1994,
This is 19
2023,
19?
after 19
No,
years.
it's 29 years.
No, 5, yes, 29 years.
Yeah, you're not 20. You're not 20. You're not 23,
29 years. So
are you? Right, yeah,
you can imagine, after 29 years, there is a lot happen in my life, which I would love to share with you, because I'm not sharing my story with you so you can feel sorry to me, so you can start judging me or whatever. I'm just sharing my story to you as inspiration, or you could be in the same circumstance
or come through the same
but
circumstance.
it's a very interesting story, very interesting story, because you can imagine myself from village in Burundi, and today I am in UK and I'm mother of 6 children. You can imagine what happened for me to, from 7 years old, 29 years old, 29 years ago. What happened between that? It's a long story. Yeah,
I think we leave it at that.
are you interested to know that what happened?
Yeah, it's the wait and see then, aren't we?
Okay, thank you very much for watching our YouTube channel. We see you next time. Don't miss out our story, because it could be something you went through yourself, could be something can help you or someone else you know. Thank you very much. Bye, see you.
Yeah.